September is National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, and with today also being 9/11, we're honored to introduce you to a national organization whose mission is to help our veterans and first responders.
The Code 9 Project provides education and training for the prevention of PTSD and suicide. And joining us this morning is Brandielee Baker, the president and co-founder of the Code 9 Project. Brandielee, so good to have you here.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
We mentioned briefly what you all do, but the Code 9 Project, what is your mission?
Our mission is to provide education, training, and advocacy for the prevention of PTSD and suicide in the military and law enforcement and first responder communities.
And how did this become your mission, your passion?
So our organization is comprised of active duty and former first responders, military and law enforcement, and I happen to be a former first responder myself.
Wow. So you really collaborate with a lot of different organizations to provide comprehensive resources. Who do you collaborate with?
So our goal is really, whether it's we're the first bridge basically to assist first responders in getting the assistance in clinical assistance with therapies or financial assistance if they're struggling. So we serve as a bridge basically as peer supporters to assist first responders individually to make those choices to get the support that they need, because there's a big stigma, right, in the military and first responder communities about getting help, about struggling and keeping it quiet. And this is why we see spikes in the suicide rates in these particular communities. In addition, we provide trainings to departments for stress management, wellness leadership, and crisis intervention and screenings to help them sustain healthy departments. And lastly, we provide crisis intervention. So we have a critical incident response unit that specializes in deploying to interdepartmental suicides, mass shootings, and major mass disasters. And we work in tandem with other organizations at times with those crises.
What can we as family members, as friends of first responders, veterans, how can we help? What are maybe some signs we need to look for, things we can say? How can we help?
Such a great question. The first step is to really engage in conversations like the one we're having right now. This is not just a first responder or military epidemic. Suicide is an epidemic in our world, right? If we are not normalizing conversations about struggles and normalizing getting help, we go to our general practitioners on a annual basis to maintain our physical health, and we've got to normalize going to therapy or counselors to check in with our emotional health, most especially if we are in stress careers like first response and the military, because we're asking these individuals to do extraordinary jobs and not really normalizing the need to keep them emotionally healthy to be able to manage those high stress circumstances regularly. And so that's step one. Step two, family members, peers. If you see behavioral changes, emotional changes, shifts in a person, that can be a sign that their nervous system is overwhelmed. And in yourself, most importantly. As we were talking prior to this, we talked about the World Health Organization statistics. There's over 700,000 suicides. That's the rate in the world. This is an epidemic. So feeling overwhelmed and keeping it quiet is not the solution. Normalizing assistance, normalizing mental health as part of our health is key.
Thank you for sharing those signs and that message. I understand you have a national hotline number?
Yes, we have a peer support hotline, whether on duty or off, 844-HELP-247.
Brandielee, thank you so much. Thank you for all you're doing to help others and sharing all of this with us. We really appreciate your time this morning.
We appreciate you opening this subject matter up. Thank you.
And for more information on the Code 9 Project, visit thecode9project.org. And if you or someone you know is struggling mentally, want to talk to somebody, you can reach out to the Suicide Prevention Hotline by simply dialing 988.